Hi guys, we're back with another Pilates workout. Today we're going to do a full body workout. We have got light weights and ankle weights. If you don't have or you don't want to use the ankle weights or the light weights, then you can, as always, do my workouts with no equipment. So no need to worry if you don't have them or you just don't feel like using them today. So we're going to get started. We're going to start in your lunge position, just coming into a nice stretch. So just stepping forward with your right foot forward and your left knee is back. You're just going to reach your arms all the way up. We're just going to stretch out your hip flexors. Looking up towards the fingertips, lifting through the chest, holding it there. Pressing the left knee down into the floor, getting into the hip flexors. And then your chest comes forward, your fingertips on the floor. You're just going to stretch out over your front leg, folding over through the hamstring. And again, take a deep inhale as you lift your chest up, pressing the hips to the floor. Inhale it as you drop down. And then exhale, fold forward, coming into that hamstring stretch, fully over the top of that leg. And then just walking your hands back to center. You're just going to walk that leg all the way around and then just pressing your bum into the air. Reach the fingertips forward, stretching through the shoulders. Pressing the chest towards the mat. And taking a deep inhale here, bringing those hands back to your mat. Walking that left foot forward, your right knee down. Holding it there, taking the hands all the way up, pressing the right knee towards the floor, stretching through the hip flexors. Looking up towards your fingertips. And then taking those hands down onto the mat again, folding over onto that left hamstring. Taking it back down, walking into that deep lunge position, fingertips up, chest to the floor. Chest lifted, and then both hands on that mat for your final stretch here. Chest walks over, hands forward. And again, just bringing that leg all the way around. And then just coming to your seated position. We're going to start today in all fours. So you're going to have your hands in line with your shoulders, your knees in line with your hips. If you are using your equipment, you've got your ankle weights on and you've got one small weight in your hand. We're going to start with that right leg. So your left arm is going to have your weight and your right leg is going to be extended. We're just going to start for now with that right leg out. So just keep that weight by your hand for now. We're just going to start lifting up that right leg, just starting to activate through those glutes. We inhale to tap the toes down and exhale to squeeze, extend and lift. Stretching through your knees and stretching through the feet, making sure you're nice and lifted here. Your abs are pulled in tight and your shoulders are down your back. Perfect, guys. Squeezing through those glutes as you lift and lower. Hopefully starting to feel those glutes getting nice and warm already, especially if you've got your ankle weights on. Perfect. At the top of your next one, we're going to hold. You flex your foot. You pull that heel towards your bum. You point your toes and stretch those feet. So you're going to start to feel this in your hamstrings. We flexed to pull and stretch to extend. Perfect. Try not to lower the height of that right knee. You're keeping that knee in the exact same position. Just moving through that bottom half of your leg. Perfect. Moving with your breath. You inhale to pull. Exhale to squeeze and press. Perfect, guys. On the next one, we hold that leg out. You bring that toe all the way down and you grab a hold of that weight in your left hand. You're going to pull your elbow towards your waist as you lift that leg. You squeeze to lift and then we tap all the way down. We inhale to pull that elbow into the waist, squeeze lower down. Squeezing those back muscles together as you lift that elbow backwards and squeezing through those glutes as you stretch your feet to extend. Perfect, guys. At the top of your next one, we add that hamstring curl and we hold. We flex that foot, pull in. You point the toes to press. You tricep extend through your arm. You pull back and we lower everything down. So we're doing one thing at a time. We squeeze to lift. Hamstring curl in, stretch, tricep extension back, and forth. Lower everything down. Amazing. Squeeze to lift. Pull that heel towards your bum. Stretch the feet. Working through those triceps as you pull in and out. Amazing. Keep breathing here. Gorgeous, guys. Taking your breath. You have 8 more like this. Perfect. Thinking about really bringing those triceps all the way back. Elbow glued to your waist for your last 7. Amazing, guys. Last 6 like this. Drawing those abs in as you hold it here. Working through those right glutes as well as your back muscles for 5. Perfect. Growing tall through your spine. Pulling those shoulders down your back. Last 4 like this. Amazing. This is your last 3. Get your full extension through those feet. Final 2 here. Keeping that knee nice and high. Amazing. You already know what's going to happen on this next one. We're going to hold it at the top. You pull to lift, and we're going to take that hamstring curl, your tricep extension, and again, squeeze in, out, press, and pull. Perfect. We're staying here for your last 8. Squeezing through those glutes, through those triceps for 7. Amazing. Last 6 like this. Don't let that knee drop. Gorgeous, guys. Final 5. Last 4 like this. Final 3. Then you can drop that leg and your arm. Keep growing tall for 2. Last 1. We're going to hold everything lifted. Tiny pulses back for 10. 9, 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way down. Oh my goodness, my glutes are killing. From here, we're going to grab both of those weights, and then we're going to come all the way down and lie down on your back. So just scooting to the front and then rolling down through your spine, resting your head back. We're going to come into some shoulder bridges. We're just going to make sure you've got your feet hip distance apart and just a hand's distance away from your bum, and your weights are in your hand. We're going to take a deep breath in. On your exhale, we roll the spine off the mat, lifting through your glutes. And then you inhale to roll all the way back down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Squeeze at the bottom, engaging through those glutes and your hamstrings. You're squeezing your feet down into the floor, trying to create more tension through those glutes and those hamstrings. Breathing through it. Perfect. Taking your time. Gorgeous. Just activating through the backs of your legs, squeezing through those glutes. Abs are pulled in nice and tight. Being mindful not to flare through your chest, so try not to expand your rib cage too much as you lift. At the top of your next one, we hold. We shoulder press up through those arms. We pull the elbows back in, and then we roll all the way down. We inhale to lower, exhale, squeeze to lift. We press through the arms, squeeze back down, and then you lower yourself all the way down. Inhale, exhale, squeeze, rolling through the spine. Press through the chest, elbows lower, and then we squeeze at the top. Perfect. Breathing through it. Pressing those feet down into the floor. Amazing. Taking your time. Slowly peeling the spine off, making sure we're not rushing. The more control we have, the more engagement you're going to have through those glutes. Perfect, guys. Amazing. On the top of your last one, we're going to hold everything all the way up. We squeeze and hold, and we just take those shoulder presses. We inhale to lower, exhale, squeeze up, abs engaged, and we're squeezing through the glutes, through the backs of the legs as much as we can to make sure we can hold at the top. Perfect. Gorgeous, guys. Last 8 like this, then we lower, we add on again. Last 7. Final 6, for 5, breathing through it for 4, last 3, last 2, Final one, we squeeze at the top and we lower all the way down. Take a deep breath in. We're going to work through your single leg. So working through that same right leg, we keep the right foot on the floor, the left leg comes into tabletop. This time we lift everything all the way up, arms and hips included. We squeeze to lift at the top, and then we slowly lower all the way down. We inhale, lower. Exhale, squeeze to lift. Pressing that right foot down into the floor, engaging through those single glutes and hamstrings. Perfect. Really working your way up to the top of that shoulder bridge. We squeeze and hold at the top. We open those arms to the side, flying through the chest, and then we lower everything all the way down. We inhale, exhale to squeeze, open through the chest, inhale to close, and then slowly drop back down. Taking your time. Breathe and moving nice and slowly. I know those single glutes are killing. Take a breath whenever you need one. Perfect, guys. At the top of your next one, we're gonna add on. We open those arms, close, lift that leg, lower, lift, and lower everything down all together. We squeeze to the top. Open the arms, bring them back, extend, sweep it down, lift, and then slowly draw it all the way back down. Take a breath if you need one, guys. Inhale as we extend, exhale to sweep it down, and then bring everything back. You're pressing that right foot into the ground. Breathing through that movement. Perfect, guys. Lengthening through the knees as you sweep that leg. Pointing through the toes, stretch those feet. Squeeze and slowly draw it back down. Amazing. Final 8 like this, guys. You're not here for too much longer. Breathe in as you move. Exhale to squeeze. Last 7. Amazing. Final 6. Perfect. Keeping that tailbone tucked under. Last 5. Keep moving. Try not to hold your breath. Final 4 here. Squeezing through. Amazing. Lowering with control. You have your last 3, and then we hold it at the top. Perfect. Final 2 like this. Squeezing, moving as slow as you can. Control that leg to lower. Perfect, guys. On your final one, we're holding it at the top. Take a breath. We're just going to take those sweeps. We squeeze down and up. Lengthen through the legs for 8, 7, 6. Breathe for 5. Follow my count for 4, 3, 2. Last one, we squeeze and lower. Amazing, guys. Oh my God, my glutes are on fire. Hug those knees into your chest. And just rock side to side for a second if you need to. Amazing, guys. We're going to come straight into some ab work from here. So we're staying exactly where you are. We're going to grab back a hold of those weights if you want them. And we're going to reach your hands all the way up towards the sky. We're going to bring your knees into tabletop. So one leg at a time, making sure the knees are in line with your hips and that lower back is pressed into the ground. We're starting moving your opposite arm to leg. We extend the left arm, the right leg. We bring it back to center. We slowly extend the right arm and the left leg and pull it back to center. Inhale to press, inhale back to the middle. Squeezing through your core. Thinking about pulling your belly button towards your spine, your lower back into the floor. Moving with control. Try not to throw the arm and the leg. Slowly lengthening out either side of your body. Perfect. Thinking about being pulled in 2 directions from your toes all the way to your fingertips. Lengthening through your whole body here. Perfect, guys. Drawing those lower abdominals in. Activating through your center. Inhale through the middle and exhale as you press. Perfect. Just getting nice and warm through your core here. Amazing. You're here for 8 more like this. For 7. Last 6. Final 5. Last 4. Final 3. Last 2, moving with control. Final 1, we bring everything back to the center and we bring those arms by your side. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, we're going to curl up through your spine. You curl up, reach those arms forward, and then you lower yourself back down, lifting those weights up. Inhale. Exhale to curl the shoulders off the mat. Inhale to squeeze back down. Amazing. Exhale, belly button to spine. And as you lift, you're trying to get the shoulders up as high as you can. Try not just to move the neck. You want to really lift through your upper spine. Reaching into the center of the room. Perfect, guys. Keeping those feet in line with your knees. In your strong tabletop position. Amazing. Working through those abs, we start to extend those legs. We extend. We pull it back as you lower your head back down. Exhale to reach. Inhale to lengthen. Drawing those abs in as you lower your legs. Amazing. You're stretching through your feet, pointing through the toes. Gorgeous, guys. Belly button to spine. Abdominals pulled in nice and tight. Perfect. Reaching those hands as far forward as you can. Thinking about somebody pulling you from the other side of that room for your final 8 here. Last 6. Seeing if you can drop those legs a little bit lower. Perfect, but being mindful not to arch your back. You have 4 more here. Last 3, engaging through those lower abdominals, slowly lowering the spine back down. Final 2 like this. On your last one, we hold the top and we just stretch and bend those knees. Bend in and stretch, squeezing through your core, lifting through those shoulders for 8, 7, last 6. Final 5, for 4, 3, 2, final 1, we reach, and then pull everything all the way in. Perfect, just placing those weights down on the floor, knees hugging in towards the chest again, just rocking side to side, opening up through the hips. And then we're going to turn around. We're going to start on your all fours facing the opposite direction. So just spinning yourself around and then come onto your all fours. Making sure you've got your weight next to your right hand and your left leg is extended this time. So stretching through that left leg, we just start again with those legs, lowering and lifting. This time we are activating those left glutes. You inhale to drop down, exhale, squeeze to lift, stretching through the feet and stretching through the knees. Trying to lengthen through your spine, making sure you're not dropping down into your shoulders. Perfect, guys. Breathing as you move. Inhale to drop. Exhale to lower. Amazing. At the top of your next one, we hold and we add that hamstring curl. We pull your heel towards your bum. You stretch your feet, extend, and then you tap all the way down. We squeeze to lift. Tap in, out, and lower. Pulling your abs in, drawing your belly button towards your spine. Making sure you're not moving from side to side through those hips, keeping your weight in the center. Perfect, squeezing at the top. We squeeze in, out, and press. Warming up through those left hamstrings this time. Shoulders down the back, making sure you're lengthening through that spine. Amazing, guys. At the bottom of your next one, we're going to start to pick up that weight with your right hand. So we lower, we take that weight in the hand. We squeeze to pull everything in. We take the hamstring curl, press, tricep extension, and then we drop everything down. Inhale, exhale to pull, squeeze in, press, Working through the back of those arms, we lower. Breathe in as you move, guys. We pull everything up together. Hamstring curl, keeping that knee at the same height. Really making sure you're not dropping that leg down. Keeping it lifted. Amazing. Breathe in as you move. Squeezing through the center. Perfect. Stretching through your feet as much as you can as well. We've got 8 more here, and then we hold the arm and the leg and we just take those hamstring curls. Perfect. Engaging through your abs to make sure you're not wobbling too much. Last 7. Squeezing that elbow in towards your waist for your final 6. Perfect, guys. This is your last 5 like this. Abs pulled in tight, shoulders down the back for 4. Last 3. Amazing. This is your last 2 like this, using the left hand to support yourself. Last one, we squeeze and hold, and we just take the hamstring curl and the toes. We squeeze in and out, pressing through those triceps as you bend in and out for 8. Last 7, then we pulse for 6. Final 5 like this. Last 4 for 3. Final 2. Last one, we lengthen, we just take those pulses, squeezing for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull all the way in. Oh God, that gets harder every time. We're gonna roll down through your spine and we're gonna come onto the mat again, ready to do those single leg shoulder bridges. So, taking those weights in both hands, rolling down through your spine onto your mat. Just take a few breaths. Lying all the way down, you bring those weights into your hands and your feet in line with your hips again. We're gonna go straight into the shoulder bridges with the shoulder presses this time. We inhale to lower. Exhale, squeeze to take it up through those glutes. Perfect. Amazing, guys. Drawing the abs in. Belly button to spine. Pressing the feet into the floor to help you engage through the back of your legs even more. Perfect. Pulling those elbows in towards your waist every time your hips lower. Amazing, guys. Breathing through it. Squeezing through those abs, through your glutes. Hamstrings are engaged as well. Perfect. At the top of your next one, we add on, we squeeze to lift. We're gonna start to go into your single leg shoulder bridge. We bring that right leg into tabletop, your left foot stays on the floor. We bring everything up together. We fly those arms out, we extend, lower, lift, bring it all the way back down, squeeze to the bottom. Inhale to lower, opening through the chest, lengthen through the feet. We sweep, lift, and bring everything down, driving through that single left foot. We're working through those glutes. Amazing, squeezing through center. Abs pulled in tight here. You're using that foot to keep yourself supported. Amazing, guys. Using that breath. Gorgeous, keeping a strong tabletop position for your last 8 like this. And then we hold it up. Perfect, this is your final set of glutes. You've done so well, guys. Keep breathing for 6. Last 5, making sure that tailbone is tucked under, we're not arching through the spine for 4. Gorgeous, this is your final 3, push through that burn. Amazing, nice long legs for your last 2, then we hold it at the top. Perfect, guys. Final one here. We squeeze and hold at the top, and we just lower and lift through that single leg. Squeeze through the glutes for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, stay lifted for 3, 2, final one, and lower back down. Perfect, guys. Knees into the chest. Just rocking side to side, releasing a bit of tension. I'm sorry if you've got those ankle weights on, because that is so painful. And then we're going to place the hands on the thighs, and we're going to roll all the way up into your seated position. We're going to finish with a little bit more abs, and then we are all done. So just taking the weights away from you now, we're going to come into some plank, guys. So we're going to come into your plank position straight away, and this is where we are finishing your class. So try to push through to the end. We tuck the toes under, and we take it straight into your plank position. We're going to reach your right arm forward and then lower it back down. Trying your best not to rock too much from one side to the other, keeping that weight nice and central. Squeeze the glutes and your abs here. When you pop your hand down, it's going in line with your shoulders, keeping those hips quite low, just in line with the rest of your body. Amazing, guys. Taking your time here for 8, and then we hold your plank for 7. Last 5 here. For 3. Last 2. Final one, we hold in your center plank. We're going to squeeze up into your down dog position, and then we drop down, we pull your right knee to chest, squeeze back to center, lift up to that down dog. Use your abs to draw that knee towards your chest. Inhale to lift, exhale, squeeze to center. Perfect, breathing through that movement. You've got 10 seconds left. And then we just hold in a strong plank position for 8. Final 6 seconds. Pressing the shoulders down your back for 4. Last 2. On your last one, we bring that knee in, we place it back down, and we just hold your plank. Breathing and holding. If you need to come down to your elbows, you can. Holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place your knees down and then stretch straight into a child's pose. Reach forward. Perfect, just letting your heart rate come down, taking a breath here. Amazing, guys. When you're ready, just come and slowly roll yourself all the way up to your cross-leg position, as always, facing the center. Inhale as you reach that left hand onto the floor, and then exhale as you take the right hand over, keeping that right knee down, lifting through the chest, fingertips long. And then turning your chest to face that same knee, dropping the chest forward, relax the head. Bringing it back through center, come all the way over to the other side, right hand on the floor, left arm reaches over. And again, just taking that chest to face the exact same way, walking the hands forward and dropping the head, keeping the glutes planted on the floor. And then your hand reaches over again, come all the way back up through center for your final breath. Inhale as you reach the hands all the way up. And then exhale, bringing your arms all the way down, and you are all finished. Thank you so much, guys, for working out with me again. I hope you enjoyed this Pilates workout, and I will see you in my next video.